Alright, so the aim of this is to look at the GBU 38 delivery in CCRP and also the Maverick delivery, slaving it to the pod. So just going to put the automatics in. We're at 14,500 feet and we're going to be hovering around sort of 220 to 250 knots throughout. So first thing I'm going to do, step up to a waypoint I just dropped above the target. You can see it's at 15,000 feet. Put the pod into air to ground mode. You can see it's slaved to the sky, aligned to that waypoint. Sort the map scale out. And then to the stores format, I'm going to select my GB38s. You can see it is in CCRP, GB38 single and nose tail fusing. Across to the pod, it's in air to ground mode. I'm going to slew that down to roughly in the vicinity of the target. I've got the helmet mounted sight on as well, which we'll look at later. So I'm going to approach from the south, mainly due to the weather, and it'll just give us the opportunity to pick out the target in the cloud break. And the target itself is going to be a BTR 80. Which is on one of the taxiways at BAA. So there's my pod field of view in the helmet. And just looking at the pod, waiting for the cloud to break. So I know it's at the end of the runway, so big picture, drop it there. Change the pod polarity to infrared and zoom in. And there's our target. So now I'm going to, I think it's TMS up long, which is now going to make that point the center point of interest. And you can see that you've got the little birthday cake and the diamond. So everything, steering, LDP and center point of interest are all co-located. So there's about 9 miles from the target. I'm going to tip in, turn towards it. Big picture, I know where it is on the ground. And there's my azimuth steering line, which I'm going to line up on my aircraft symbol. So on the left hand side of the HUD there you can see the launch acceptability region, or the LAR, or the WES, Weapons Employment Zone, for the GBU-38. We're 6.1 miles away, and it's giving us R range 0015, so 12 seconds now until it's in range. So I'm nice and stable, everything is pointing at that target, and I'm just waiting for that R to equal 0, which is going to be when I'm in range to release. So there we go, manual release, 1 away, 1 minute and 5 seconds, time of flight. And that was shown on the HUD as well. Level off, and my countdown is in the bottom right of the LDP format, as well as on the HUD. Quick view outside, there's the bomb, it's falling, and it's going to shape itself towards the target. So 35 seconds time of flight remaining, and there's nothing else I need to do now. It's steering to that point that I've set it to. Notice the target width distance of the crosshair there is 4 meters. Bear in mind the GB38 still has an inaccuracy, so it might not direct hit the target. If it hits, within a few meters, I don't know what the accuracy is, then it's still valid. So it's starting to pitch down now, nose over the top to achieve that high impact angle. looked like it hit just to the sort of front left of the target, but pretty much a DH. Nice. So, going to select the Maverick from the other side just to keep the aircraft in trim. We're going to go find the next target, which is just to the north of the runway on the diagonal taxiway. There it is. So we'll zoom in, TMS up long again, and I'm going to confirm that everything is co-located, which it is. SPI, steering, and LDP. LDP being TGP, Laser Designation Pod, is my word for it. I'm going to decrease the height a bit just to change parameters. Selected Maverick on the left and made that soy. And I'm just going to bore sight the target. You'll notice I have no range information on the Maverick yet because I haven't slaved it to the LDP line of sight. But when I roll out, I'll do that. So there we go, that's slaved. It's giving me 5.8, so right in the middle of the WES, so I know it's good. And then going to, I think it's China hat forward. There's my lock on the Maverick. Sorry, it's TMS up. So China hat forward to slave it, TMS up to uncage. You can see it got that vibrating cross, and then I released it in range, and it's just going to dive straight towards the target. And there's the DH. As always, any questions, give me a shout.